I think it. I think it's about 1 o'clock, and may I ask the last one to find a seat. Then we will begin. My name, dear guests, dear graduates, dear families, dear relatives. My name is Bjarne Sørensen, and I'm the Pro Vice Rector of University of Southern Denmark. On behalf of the university, it's a great pleasure for me to welcome you to this graduation ceremony. A special welcome to our candidates. You are our very special guest of today. Soon we will come to the part of the graduation ceremony that is the main reason for today's celebration, the handout of the proof of your efforts over the last several years here at University of Southern Denmark. For some of you, it is but one step on your educational ladder, as some of you are going to continue your studies after the summer vacation. We are very pleased that some of you are going to continue here at Altion. We are proud to announce that during the last couple of years, the admissions of students at this campus has increased a lot. And forecasts tell us that this increase will continue this fall. And we look forward to welcoming you as well as new students here at Altion. Altion is not just an ordinary university campus, but in several ways the university campus of the future. With a combination of the university in beautiful surroundings, the research park with close connection between students and staff, close collaboration with Flensborg and an international environment, and a concert hall, Altion offers an integrated package to its students. This package will give students the chance to develop in many directions, creatively, culturally, internationally, and scientifically. This package will provide you with a strong card on your hand, and in my eyes, make you superior to competitors when you enter the job market in some couple of years. For others, it is the final step in your education, or let me say, the final step for now. Some of you might already have a job, and some of you are going to look for one in Denmark and in the rest of the world for that matter. Experience has taught us that the first job is always the hardest one to get. So if you don't succeed by first attempt, don't despair. It will come, even though the media keeps telling us about the poor job opportunities. Those of you who are leaving University of Southern Denmark today will be standing very strong with this diploma in your hands. Highly skilled engineers are in great demand in Denmark as well as abroad. And engineers educated in Denmark are very attractive to foreign companies. And we are very proud to send you out as our graduates from this university. Also, internationally minded business people are in high demand. We all know how the world is becoming more and more globalized. And that is the reason why it is so important to be open and adaptive to other cultures and be able to do business across borders. As with globalization, the world is also becoming more based on knowledge. Knowledge in production, knowledge in services, knowledge in handling human relations, and knowledge in communication between people, and so on. Therefore, knowledge becomes a prestigious resource, more important than even capital, buildings, land, and other resources that we know as basic ingredients for the traditional industrial development of the last century. The best way to disperse knowledge into society is to implant it into the minds of human beings. That is because human beings are able not only to reproduce knowledge, but also to make use of this knowledge in new situations and under new circumstances. Human beings are capable of innovation. Machines and robots are not. Universities are important factors in this development. We are the producers of knowledge, most prominently in the form of our university graduates. In this country, universities are required by law to produce education to the highest international level. Here at University of Southern Denmark, we strive to offer our students the very best education. Programs that can compete with any education program at other universities around the world, and thus can provide you, our graduates, with a diploma that opens the doors to good and interesting careers and jobs. As mentioned before, an international perspective are greater now than it has ever been. Therefore, it is of great pleasure for me to see that you, today's graduates, come from very different parts of the globe. With this international environment here in Soenderborg, I feel confident that you also have the international perspective in mind when you are looking for a job. But as I said before, this is only the final step of your educational ladder for now. Mark my words, life is a long learning process. It is so important to keep your education updated. Otherwise, its value will slowly decline. Therefore, if you at a later stage of your life find the need for a formal update of your education, you will always be welcome again here at University of Southern Denmark. I will end my speech by extending to all of you, on behalf of University of Southern Denmark, my very best congratulations on the completion of your education and on the diploma you soon are going to receive. It has been a pleasure having you here in Soenderborg, and I do hope that also you have enjoyed your stay with us. I wish you the very best in the years to come. Thank you very much. And now I have the pleasure to introduce our guest speaker. It is member of the Danish Parliament, Benny Engelbrecht, who is representing the Soenderborg area for the Social Democratic Party. Benny, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Bjarne. Dear graduates, thank you for inviting me to this very special day of graduation. I'm thrilled to get the opportunity to practice my English just a little bit at this truly international gathering. Now, seen from an outsider's point of view, Soenderborg might just be another small town in the southern part of Denmark. But nevertheless, this campus has students and teachers from 50 different countries from all over the world. We might not be the biggest, but we truly are just a little bit closer to the rest of Europe than the rest of Denmark. And you are all living proof of that. It is so that a graduation speech is an excellent opportunity to use just a little bit of homespun philosophy on education and life in general, spiced up with quotes from famous dead people. And I thought, why break an excellent tradition? I promise I'll make it short because today is your great day. Today, each single one of you is the center of attention. Truly, that attention is well deserved. You have finished your studies, and in a little while, everyone here will be flying off to destinations all over the world, or maybe just around the corner. Maybe you will never see each other again. Or maybe you will stay in touch for life on Facebook and Twitter or the like. So, my advice, do party tonight. It is a good advice. Celebrate with a beer or bubbly wine, embrace life and enjoy the short Danish summer's night. Because tonight, and perhaps tomorrow, with a little bit of headache, should be the only time you think that you are actually done with your education. Now, don't be scared. I'm not telling you to stick around campus for the rest of your life, but education never ends. 1.5 centuries ago, the author Alexander Dumas made a great point about education. Dumas said, "One's work may be finished someday, but one's education never." I will give you the same advice. You might have finished your education at this excellent university, but now you have to put that knowledge into practice. It is your obligation to make that knowledge grow. Not to make your teachers or your families proud, but to make yourselves proud. Being proud might not sound very Danish, and it isn't. Actually, we are known for the law of Jante. The Danish-Norwegian author Axel Soenderborg describes the law of Jante in his novel A Fugitive Crosses His Tracks from 1933. Soenderborg's novel portrays the small Danish city of Jante. It's a town modeled upon his native town, the town of Nykøbing Mors, and it was at the beginning of the 20th century, as it was in the beginning of the 20th century, but typical of a small town and community, a town where nobody is anonymous. The law of Jante states 10 rules, beginning with rule number 1, the most famous, stating, "Don't think you are anything special." Still, it is a very important point if you wish to enjoy a happy and fruitful life in which you are proud of what you do, that you are aware that you are good at what you do. Otherwise, you would never have graduated from this institution. You are something special. Never doubt this. But a good education is not only a way to do things that make you proud. In most cases, it also helps you to make a bit of buck, a bit of money. This is a good point for me to quote yet another dead person, Marx. Not the Marx, the Karl Marx, who wrote Das Kapital. I'll leave that to the Unitalist to quote him. But Groucho Marx, the undisputed leader of the famous American comic family, the Marx Brothers. You know, the guy with the mustache, the fake mustache and the big cigar. And Groucho Marx said about money, "Money frees you from doing things you dislike. Since I dislike doing nearly everything, money is quite handy." And the man, of course, had a point. Just remember not to let money be your inspiration. If you do things that make you proud, and if you are good at it, money will follow. Don't worry. Ambitions, dreams, and plans are good. Many of you may already have your first job application underway and may even have envisioned how your life will be in 10 or 20 years. I think this is fantastic, but make sure to make action on your plans so they do not remain far-fetched dreams. Remember, life is hard to control. Things will turn out differently from what you planned. Fortunately, this is the way of life. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. If it does, just get back up on your feet, because the day after, life may push you in the back and give you a giant leap forward. Personally, I feel incredibly privileged for the way that life has turned out for me. I'm happily married. I have been proud of all my jobs during the past 25 years, and today I'm even a member of the Danish Parliament. Definitely, that was never a part of my great master plan when I finished school. It just happened. This makes me think of late Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. I think one or two of you might have heard about that company. Steve Jobs was the guy who quit college, took classes in calligraphy, and then founded what might be one of the world's most successful IT companies from his garage. At the time when he started that calligraphy class, it was out of pure interest and just to kill time. None of it had any hopes of practical application in his life. However, 10 years later, when he designed the Macintosh computer, he used the knowledge acquired in calligraphy, which made the Mac the first computer with beautiful typography, multiple typefaces, and proportionally spaced fonts. Since then, of course, Windows has basically copied Mac, and now we can all enjoy Jobs' work every time we write on our personal computers or our iPads, all because of a random calligraphy course. Back in 2005, Steve Jobs held a graduation speech at Stanford University, and at that point he actually told this anecdote. He followed the anecdote by saying, "You cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life." So far, Steve Jobs. Now, you don't have to be the manager of one of the largest corporations in the world. You might be someday, but anyway. But you don't have to be that to know that life is impossible to control. Therefore, my advice is quite simple. Enjoy life. Take it and connect the dots, just like Steve Jobs. I'm getting close to the end of my speech, which leads me to the last dead guy quote of today. And again, it's Groucho Marx. I'm quite fond of him, who said, "Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana." And time has been flying here in Soenderborg. You have probably felt time passing both slowly and fast during your stay here. But today it probably seems as if time has been flying like an arrow. We all have limited time on this earth, so don't waste it trying to live someone else's lives. Thus enlightened, it only remains for me to say, follow your heart, be proud, and have a great party tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Benny for a very interesting speech. We are very glad that you could be here today, even though the Parliament has gone on summer vacation. And now we are going to hear the Elson Choir, directed by Johan Korsfeld. Please.
Hello, everybody. And congratulations to all. We're going to sing 4 songs for you. It's starting with a song by Olaf Ring, one of the most famous summer songs of Denmark. Danmark når blunder den lyse nat.
Bästa havet och katten
Elson Choir sings during the season once a week, and we try to sing songs from all different kinds of languages, all different kind of regions in the world. And the next song is a German song by a German singer and songwriter, we call him Bernhard May. It's called Gute Nacht, Freunde.
Zeit, die ich mit euch verplaudert hab, wenn mir das meine Meinung gab,
dafür, dass ihr mir fragt, wann ich komm oder geh,
für die stets offene Tür, in der ich hier stehe.
Es wird Zeit für mich zu gehen, was ich noch zu sagen hätte.
The next song is a Negro spiritual, one of the most well-known Negro spirituals. It's called Deep River. And now we are joined in by Carsten Monk and Per Knudsen on bass and piano.
Over
we will be back later, but the last song in this first appearance, we will sing a gospel initiated by the Oslo Gospel Choir, which is a very, very good gospel choir. It's called In Your Arms, and the composer is Tore Aas.
new song in our mouths, even praise unto our God.
By your word lead me into pastures of peace. Hold me close, safely rest in your arms. Hold me close, safely rest in your arms. Hold me close, safely rest in your
Tanya?
Thank you very much to the Alsian Choir for these beautiful songs. It's always a pleasure to hear you, and we look very much forward to hear you again later on in the program. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the perhaps most important part of this the handout of diplomas. The diplomas are the visible signs of having passed the exams and that the candidate has got a new title. At University of Southern Denmark, we are very proud that we this year can graduate so many from our campus here in Soenderborg. I have also a bit of practical information when we start this handover process. Please do not applaud at the handout of diplomas to each of the candidates, but wait until the whole group have received their diplomas. At that time, it will also be possible to take pictures. And I have to say to the candidates, they are going to enter the stage from the left and leave from the right. Jeg skal lige sige det på dansk også. Vær venlig ikke at klappe ved overrækkelsen af eksamensbeviset for hver enkelt, selvom de fortjener det alle sammen. Men vent til hele holdet har modtaget. Der vil så også kunne tages fotos. The first one to hand over the diplomas is Head of Institute of Business Communication and Information Studies, Lotte Vejlgaard. Lotte will hand out diplomas to the Bachelor in Modern Language and Intercultural Communication and to Bachelors in Business, Language and Culture. That's our study in Chinese. Lotte, the floor is yours.
Dear graduates, today we celebrate the conclusion of your studies, but the fact that you have passed your Bachelor in Modern Languages and Intercultural Communication and your Bachelor in Business, Language and Culture, Chinese, marks not only a conclusion, but also a new beginning, a new phase of your lives. The university world is full of ancient traditions. Although the University of Southern Denmark is comparatively young, little more than 45 years old, we do maintain many of the traditions of classical universities, especially when we celebrate our annual commemoration day. Still, we always maintain traditions in a way signaling that we are a young and modern university. The ingredients of the program for today, which you have before you, are also elements of a tradition. Welcome, community singing, talks, and not least the handing over of your diplomas. So today we are gathered to celebrate the efforts which you, our students, sons, daughters, grandchildren, or partners have made for yourself, but also for the university, and to celebrate the result you have achieved by graduating. As proof of your graduation and as seal on your accomplishment, you will receive your diplomas. It has always been important for us here at the Soenderborg campus to celebrate you, our candidates. We have found it important to let the world know that you have now concluded a study program and that this, your final spring term, has been a run-up for your exam and a particularly tough one for you yourself and probably also for your surroundings. And now that you have put this stressful period behind you, you and your lecturers may take leave of each other after several years' acquaintance, and finally, your nearest and dearest may get an impression of the place where you have spent so much time. You, our candidates, have graduated from the Institute of Business Communication and Information Studies under the Faculty of the Humanities. I have asked one of your lecturers of the Bachelor in Modern Languages and Intercultural Communication to tell me what characterizes you as individual students and as classes, so that I may say a few personal words to you. Students of the Bachelor in Modern Languages and Intercultural Communication, you are still students who had the courage needed to make this rather special choice. In short, you dared to choose a study program a bit out of the ordinary, and you also behaved in a particular way as students. Studying 1 or 2 terms abroad is no longer anything special, but spending your entire studying time abroad takes courage. And besides, studying language may be seen as swimming against the current. When one group of students discussed a new interpretation of the Danish poet Benny Andersen's poem, Verdensborger i Danmark, Citizen of the World in Denmark, by Per Vers, a Danish rapper, your values became very clear. It was evident that what you believed in and were enthusiastic about was the concept of world citizenship and what it implies in terms of a belief in the advantages of globalization, a belief in a strong interest in foreign cultures, and open-mindedness and tolerance towards those cultures. You, this year's students, have shown more interest in cultural issues and in linguistic issues. But those of you who are now about to receive your diploma know that culture presupposes language and that intercultural competences presupposes linguistic competences. Many lecturers will agree that some of you have performed such leaps ahead in terms of competences that it has been a pleasure to witness. All in all, you graduate with a solid bachelor in your foreign languages, German, English, and Danish, combined with theoretical, intercultural knowledge and practical experience of it. And to the bachelors in business, language, and culture Chinese, your teacher, Michael Rudolph, said about you. After 4 years of training in Chinese language and business economics, you are the second vintage of students from the Bachelor of Chinese that graduate today. In a world where Mandarin is increasingly important in business negotiations, you have achieved qualifications which make you fit for the global market. Especially during your third study year, which you as Nigut students spent in China, you deepened your knowledge about Chinese ways of communication, also in the commercial sphere. Today, you are trained to negotiate directly with Chinese negotiation partners using Chinese language and with full regard for Chinese cultural traditions. Also, you are able to master an organization's communication in the foreign language and advise colleagues in terms of intercultural communication. One can expect that all of the skills, experiences, and connections which you have gathered in the last 4 years should give you a good foundation in the future. And I should also like to take the opportunity to mention that I'm convinced that the competences you have gained via your studies have become even more essential in connection with the official visit of Hu Jintao, the Chinese president, who is the first Chinese head of state to visit Denmark. His visit highlighted the importance of strengthening business relations between China and Denmark. This means that unlike many other graduates, you will probably enter a job market in growth, and you should certainly take advantage of that. Those of you Those were a few words about you and your lectures, how your lectures have experienced your graduate classes of this year, their impression and your personal abilities. What you have obtained at the university is, of course, first of all, the competences you have gained via your studies, and the next, the general competences believed to be characteristic of graduates from the humanities, such as the ability to gain new knowledge and get acquainted with new fields of knowledge in a fast and efficient way. Your education gives you essential qualifications, but you are about to enter a globalized world characterized by diversity and complexity. This is the world in which you will now have to gain new and different competences. Today's graduation ceremony signals tradition, but what you are about to embark is a world characterized by change. It is a fact that most of the traditions and fixed conventions of earlier days are gone. Unlike earlier generations, you have grown up experiencing few conventions in a world in which things are no longer given as they used to be. In the old days, if you took a bachelor in business correspondence, you would be likely to get a job in an exporting firm writing business letters. Those days are gone. This means you have chosen and concluded study programs which do not offer you a fixed set of options. Your diplomas may lead you in many and diverse directions and may open a lot of opportunities for you, and it is up to you to make use of them. My last words to you are congratulations with your graduation, and I wish you luck along the way you choose to go, whether you choose to study more or whether you go out in the so-called real world to test all the theory you learned the past 3 or 4 years. Congratulations.
And now I want to see Irene Simonsen for the undergraduates.
Hun er her ikke, vel? Jeg starter med Franziska Hertz. Tillykke. Congratulations. Jelena Lovrenciewicz. Tillykke. Petra Narodsen. Tillykke. Uli Palm. Tillykke. Og Julia Ruser. Tillykke til dig. Agnes Unger. Tillykke. Og Nina Brage. Tillykke. Og så har vi Svend Hansen. Tillykke til dig. Maiken Heide. Tillykke. Skal vi give dem en hånd? Tror jeg.
The next one I want to see on the stage is Michael Rudolph. Michael, please.
Right. Maria Charlotte Bregendahl. Congratulations. Nikolai Svengard Eskersen. Congratulations to you. Christiane Hallersleben. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Eva Darmstadt-Jörnsen. Congratulations. Luise Reimer Möbert-Knudsen. Congratulations. Sue Lohr. Jesper Müller. Congratulations. Louise Orquist Nielsen. Congratulations. Miley Teresa Pan. Tilika. And Simon Morris.
Yeah.
The next on the stage is Professor and Head of Department of the Mads Clausens Institute, Horst Günther Ruban. He will hand out diplomas to the following study programs: the admission course, Bachelor and Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Master of Science in Engineering, and Master of Science in IT.
Thank you, Bjarne. Ladies and gentlemen, dear candidates, welcome at the Faculty of Engineering. As you know, the Faculty of Engineering is not known for big words or long speeches. It's more for immediate and innovative action. At this stage, I should say I could give over the diplomas now, but unfortunately, yesterday I've written down a few lines, so you have to wait a few minutes, but it will be not very long. Okay, dear candidates, because you are, of course, in the center today, it is with great pleasure that we can hand over diplomas to you and all of you today. You have, with great success, performed your bachelor and master studies of engineering in mechatronics, interaction design and innovation in business here at the Mads Clausen Institute, Campus Soenderborg of the University of Southern Denmark. As Bjarne said, my name is Horst Günther Ruban. I'm head of institute, but only since January 2012. So I'm quite new in this position, but actually I have been here at this fantastic culture and University Center Arsion since 2006. So I know the place since its first building phase, and I definitely love to work here and love it actually every day. And I sincerely hope you share that feeling a little bit with me. The Arsion campus of University of Southern Denmark is, in my opinion, the most beautiful, of the SDU sites in Denmark, both because of its architectural specialties, like the concert hall here, but especially because of its surrounding water landscape. But on top of that, it is also, I think, a very pleasant and interesting place to work because of its internationality and because it attracts so many talented and motivated students, such as you. As you hopefully have experienced, Arsion is a truly multidisciplinary, not only international place, and also a multicultural place, where it is extremely easy to get into touch with people from all over the world which have rather untraditional ways of thinking and acting. Some of this multidisciplinarity you have also experienced in your studies, which is reflected in the titles of your final projects. So I'm not going to read now the whole list because that would be a little bit contradictory to my first words, but I just give you a few a glimpse. So your projects handle about control system for underwater gliders, that fits very good here, over multi-phase flow and energy system for cooling and heating at Soenderborg Harbor to flexible solar cells and dynamic sensors. It reaches from user experience in museums and design guidelines for social robots to rapid prototyping of business models and lean management. I think this is really a very, very multidisciplinary and very, very interesting. During your studies, you probably have realized that a lot of the events that are happening here at Arlsion are a bit uncommon for a typical dry engineering educational place. And here I'm talking about Project Zero, Bright Young Youth, Cradle to Cradle, and the whole Soenderborg 2017 project. However, in my opinion, a thorough engineering education fits very good into these surroundings, since engineering nowadays is a very cross-disciplinary science, and it is as much affiliated to both societal and customer needs as it is to fundamental technological breakthroughs. And now I'll make also a citation, which many of you won't understand, but anyway, you can ask afterwards. The modern Daniel Düsentrieb, some of you might know him, drives the development of our society by interacting with the users of his products, not just by creating new machines in a hidden cellar laboratory. Mechatronics, as subcategory of engineering, is a very important discipline. If you are excellent, that means creative and innovative in it, you will have career possibilities in branches that are most important for the future positive evolution of our society. And these branches are, among others, green energy, energy efficiency, welfare technology, best HR technology, electromobility, and so on. Accepting a job in industry, you will have the possibility to test your competences, skills, and your knowledge immediately in so-called real life. And I guess fortunately, many of you had a pre-test by contacts with one of the many small or larger companies that are characteristic for the region of southern Denmark. For those of you who really like academic life, I think there are many possibilities to continue and deepen your basic understanding of things, for example, via PhD studies here at STU, of course, or maybe also at other universities in Denmark or at our neighbor countries. But independent of your special plans, this day is a very special day, and it's a special day both for us from the university and also for you. And I think it should make you proud and satisfied if you look back at what you have achieved, or actually also if you look ahead to the many possibilities that are now open for you. If I'm allowed to finish with a wish to all of you, then this wish would be, please keep in touch with us at STU Soenderborg as an alumni in the future. So I'd like to cordially congratulate all of you, and then I will hand over to Ib Christensen and Birgit Andersen, who will provide you with your very well-earned diplomas. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice words to the graduates. I'd also like to just say congratulations. There will be no speech from me because we have a very tight program, but congratulations anyhow to everybody. And your parents and your family, everybody in this nice place. The first team I want to see on the scene is the access course, Adgangskursus. Ja, det er dem her. The access course is a one-year course giving the prerequisites to go into the engineering programs or other programs. I know there's a what do you call it, animal doctor, a vet amongst you also. Okay, Mia Berg. Tillykke. And this way. Kasper Brede Birk. Tillykke. Lukas Born. You have fans out there. Tillykke. Leve Carstens. Tillykke. Vicky Grund Pedersen Christiansen er ikke til stede. Christian Dam. Tillykke. Adrian Giorgita, not here. Martin Lyshøj Hansen. Ja, tillykke. Bjarke Jørgensen. Tillykke. Peter Seest Jørgensen. Tillykke. Thomas Niklas Kåde er her ikke. Simon Køslik. Her. Tillykke. Niels Leister. Tillykke. Henrik Dam Markusen. Tillykke. Luis Fernando Ospina Carvajal. Forhåbentlig okay. Tillykke. Åke Petersen. Tillykke. Per Poulsen. Per Janot Poulsen. Også et brev til dig. Tillykke. Dominik Vujovic. Tillykke. Nej, den er her ikke. Det må være Elvidin Sukanovic. Elvidin. Tillykke. Og så håber vi selvfølgelig at se nogle af jer på SDU i fremtiden også. Then we have the bachelors, and we have actually two types of bachelors, Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science. And I'd like to see all the bachelors up here. It's Innovation and Business, it's Mechatronics, all bachelors. Jamen, det er den der engineering. Including Bachelor of Engineering. Også Dennis. Ja, men ellers jeg vil den vej. The Danish system can be difficult to understand sometimes. We have Bachelor of Engineering, we have Bachelor of Science. Bachelor of Engineering er på dansk det, vi kalder diplomingeniør. Den 3,5-årige uddannelse med praktik, og vi har en af dem her. Resten kommer om et halvt år. Dennis Gads. Tillykke med det.
Tak.
Elvar Asmundsson. Not present. Abdullahat Atsimi, you are present. Happy? Tillykke. Mikkel Hebel Callesen. Tillykke. Ana Maria Cifuentes Mason. From Guatemala. Congratulations. Matthias Hausladen. Not from Guatemala. No. Tillykke.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Jesper Jensen. Not present. Dan Damgaard Levsen. Du er her til gengæld. Ja, tillykke. Thi Lee. Congratulations. Birkir Oskarsson. You can really hear on the names that we're international. From China to Iceland. Congratulations. Paulius Ribakovas. Tillykke. Congratulations. Bjørn Buet Schmidt. Tillykke. Actually, these were the bachelors in mechatronics. Come on. And then we have 2 bachelors left, as you can see, in innovation and business. Innovation and business this year has been a quite small team, but it's growing. It'll get bigger. Lasse Anker Justesen. And you really look nice. Tillykke. Og Clara, Dorte Clara Knudsen, vi kalder dig vist Clara normalt. You also look nice. Tillykke. Innovation and Business Bachelors. Hvad har vi så? Er det hele bunken? Hva? Next, the next team of graduates will be the Master of Science in Mechatronics. Master of Science in Mechatronics. Civilingeniør i mekatronik. Skal vi vel have? Men så har vi ikke et navn jo. Så har vi ikke et navn. Vi kan ikke... Adrian Bararo. That's you. Tillykke. Congratulations. André Robert Bulibasa. Congratulations. Paul Koman. Congratulations. Gabriela Galea. Congratulations. Arkadiusz Gottschalk. Hopefully correct. Tillykke. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Maya Hachieva. Congratulations. Dong Wei Han. Congratulations. Yaxi He. Congratulations. Jie Yin. Oh, there you are. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You look nice today also.
Thanks.
Vengxi Yin. Congratulations. Rasmus Lange Koldsø. Tillykke. Kai Liang. Congratulations. Xu Liu. Congratulations. Yinghui Liu. Tillykke. Congratulations. Yu Wei Liu. Congratulations. Shosain Mola Shasan. Ah, you got your fans with you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Felix. Hey, what happened? Oh, Felix Ekwoge. Congratulations, Felix. Mayan Nikoluta. Congratulations. Mikkel Børlum Petersen. Du har også fans med, kan jeg høre. Tillykke. Karamtai Singh. Congratulations. Dan Mihai Tim Ofte. Congratulations. Tillykke. These were the mechatronics masters. Snitter med. Han har siddet hen ved siden af. Then we have the Master of Science in Innovation and Business. Is there somebody out there? There is. Sihi Cheng. Congratulations. Forstår du dansk? Ja, jeg er good at English. Good. Xu Xuan Gu. Måske skal jeg tale dansk til jer, I forstår jo dansk. Tillykke. Tillykke. Congratulations. Jesper Pugård de Oliveira Hansen. Long name. Congratulations. Audrius Klimas. Congratulations. Anders Mathisen. Tillykke. Anders Mundberg Mauritsen. You got your fans. Tillykke. Karina Pedersen. Tillykke. Christian Rasmus Petersen. Tillykke med det.
Tak.
Martin Siglaug Pedersen. Ja, du har jo lidt fans med. Tillykke. Ah. Thor Thorsson. One more from Iceland. Congratulations. Ying Wang. Always smiling. Congratulations. Junji Su. Congratulations. That was the Innovation in Business Masters. Hvem er det så? Det ved du ikke. Du ved ikke, hvem det er? Jo, det er kun de tre. Hvor er de andre? Nå. Then we also have a program called IT Product Development, IT Product Design, and there should be some candidates, masters from there also. Would you please come up here? IT Product Design. I've heard that there's a lot of you away actually, because there are, I think, was 7, 8 graduates today, but there's only you two here. You'll represent all of them. Okay, maybe, I don't know if this is one of you, but Irene is not one of you probably. But maybe Stefan is one of you. Congratulations. Go then. And then Miguel Sanint. Okay. Congratulations. That's it, folks.
The last one to hand over the diplomas is Associate Professor Esben von Holstein from the Department of Border Region Studies. And he will give the diplomas to the following study programs: Bachelor of Science in Economics and Business Administration, Bachelor of Science in European Studies, and Graduate Diploma in Business Administration, in Accounting and in Organization, and also Master of Science in Economic and Business Administration, Business Relationship Management. Please, Esben.
Last but not least, here is the part from the social science to the graduation ceremony. Thank you for giving me the opportunity of taking the floor. Before handing out the diplomas, I intend using the opportunity to say a few words of my own. Ladies and gentlemen, dear graduates, first of all, congratulations to all of you for your achievements and the successful completion of your study programs. It is always dangerous to give the floor to an associate professor who is past his prime, as he will speak at length of his hard work and his own shining youth. I will try to break this tradition, and in order to avoid these pitfalls, I have noticed that we are here in a special place. This room is, in fact, as you have noticed, a concert hall when it is not used for this kind of ceremonies. And we have just heard the choir in these surroundings. Do not fear, I will not sing. I'm not that dangerous, but still. What is music for man? We may wonder if it is organized noise, or perhaps just a bunch of notes, or perhaps also more poetically, the only way to express feelings or to express our soul. A possible approach is to compare music to other art forms. I will quote not Groucho Marx this time, but a British conductor called Leopold Stokowski. He once said, a painter paints pictures on canvas, but musicians paint their pictures on silence. We may, in that connection, learn that in most musical forms we do have breaks, which in modern popular music are the places where only the drums are playing, as far as I know. We do have bridges, during which a different musical theme is introduced. And we do indeed have pauses or rests where only silence is present. So the actual contents of a lot of music are significant moments of silence, giving the listener the possibility to reflect, or perhaps to dream, and providing an important contrast to the rest of the piece. And even in speeches, it works. Education, as we are assembled here to celebrate, may be seen as a musical performance done by the students, performed by the students, and the programs offered by universities and others may be construed as a scores. And listening to students, which I have had the opportunity to do, being educated also in this place, is sometimes very unpleasant, but always interesting. Some are in a hurry to get through the performance. Some are indeed very slow to get through it. Some are very close to the original score. Some are more adventurous in the way they are doing it. And some are really best in solos. And some are best when jamming with others. Some of the students are afraid of breaks. Some are very fond of breaks, with drums and all, and I'm told sometimes with beer. On top of that, the choice of instrument made by the students to get through the pieces is sometimes surprising, and it may result in strange noises to the listener. Some students are, in fact, using notes on paper. Some are only using cell phones and Facebook. Sometimes old-fashioned books are replaced by the much handier statements from Google and Wikipedia. Part of the students' musical performance are the breaks, the bridges, and perhaps the more important silences. Time which may be devoted to introspection, time to discover yourself or to discover others, in silence, and with the emails turned off. Will Durant, who is an American philosopher and writer, once observed that education is a progressive discovery of your own ignorance. Malcolm Forbes, from the Forbes magazine, expressed it with a somewhat less pessimism. He said that the purpose of education is to replace an empty mind with an open one. That is why, dear graduates, remember to go on playing the music as you see fit. Do not reproduce the performance of the so-called authorities. Do please supply the world with your own music. And listen to your own silences from time to time. Before going on, proceeding and handing out the diplomas, I wish for the graduates that, of course, the music never stops, but that you may be disturbed by meaningful silences too. When I will hand out the diplomas, I will probably mispronounce a lot of names, and I do apologize for it. With these words, on with the task. Doris is going to help me. I want to see the bachelors in economics and business administration for a starter. Huh? Yeah. And upon receiving your diplomas, I will ask you to go to the other side of the scene to respect the flow. Comfort Ajaka. Congratulations. Annika Andersen. Congratulations. Mikhail Spolzakov. Is it all right? Congratulations. Rasmus Clausen. Lykke. Leo Andreas Christian Eriksen. Leo. Yeah, congratulations. Mary Marianne Almeida. She's perhaps watching us. Louise Møller Hansen. Signe Lykke Hansen. Trine Henriksen. Elisabeth Hofbæk. Liva Jaudzema. Is that okay? Congratulations. Heidbjørn Karlsdottir. Nikolaj Kusk Knudsen. Maciek Konieczny. It's not here. Oh, Nikola. Dimitri Korovakis. A lot of fans. Einar Oli Christoffersen. Not here. Ilkom Mamaraimov. Congratulations. Mateusz Alexander Mierzwinski. Sorry. Abdallah. I will refrain from the real name. Sigurdur Palmadottir. Sheila Simpson. Jon Svan Sigurdsen. Floortje Varna. Congratulations. Now I would like to see on the stage the Bachelor in European Studies. Anders Elmtoft. What to do then? Jona Argirova. Yeah. Edita Basova. Congratulations. Sara Bialek. Congratulations. Maurice Brandhoff. Congratulations. Nina Dietrich. That's got it. Veronika Geschwantenrober. Anders Gydelsen. Ada Hanimaigi. Yeah, congratulations. Katharina Hill. Jan Kappel. Is that you? Vandur Karlsson. Congratulations. Johanna Susanne Kutter. Congratulations. Oskaras Vorobjorovs Pinta. Congratulations. Selma Ramšilović. Congratulations. Velisar Stefanov. Magdalena Tashkova. You are, congratulations. Gintar Zemaitete. Congratulations. Så regnskab. Now I would like to see the graduates for the diploma in accounting, HT Regnskab, which, by the way, is a part-time study. That is why we have so few, which is very hard, leads to a lot of divorces and so on. It's probably where the others are. I will not Clausen. Are you Henrik Fockman? Yes. Good. Tillykke med det. And now for the graduates in the diploma in organization, also part-time study, HT Organisation. Few left. Lene Dreyer Brink. Malene Rudbæk Christensen. Tillykke. Claus Gregersen. Heidi Jessen. Tillykke. Peder Krav Skriver. Emil Sejrø Madsen. Tillykke. Jette. Michael Petersen. Tillykke. And now for our final batch of graduates, which are the Master of Social Science in Economics and Business Administration, the Business Relationship Management. I should perhaps add that a lot of the graduates on the master program have graduated during the year, which is why not everybody is appearing. Ildiko Antal. Svetlana Borinskaya. Cheng. Congratulations. C Chain. Julia Gräser. Anja Rabeck Hammen. Annika Henriksen. Annika Hjortshøj. Tillykke med det. Tillykke med det. Agatha Hoknowska. Dobry Jankulov. Alba Perez Sivas. Congratulations. Jeanette Juhl Jacobsen. Ditte Hæsling Juhl. Tillykke. Jing Jørgensen. Christine Korsgaard. Tillykke. Andrius Kuzminskas. Mustafa. Hans Jørgen. Jan. Tina Holm Pedersen. Sarina Magdalena. Agnieszka Radzivom. Katarzyna Schack. Yao Song. Congratulations. And this concludes the part from the social science.
Thank you very much to Esben. And now we have the second appearance of the Alton Choir.
Thank you, and congratulations to you all. We start with a song in another language. We start with a Swedish song, written by the Swedish songwriter Evert Taube. Så skimrande var aldrig havet. out for an old song made popular by Lionel Richie, 3 Times a Lady. Song will be a song made popular by a group called Jackson 5, where Michael Jackson, he was singing when he was a little kid. It's called I'll Be There.
Your
Thank you very much to the Haitian choir for the beautiful songs. And now I could announce that the Sydslesvigsk Udvalg, South Schleswig Committee of May 5th, 1945, has granted 2 traveling grants. And at the University of Southern Denmark, we very much appreciate that. Each grant is of 5,000 Danish kroner. And they are granted to the following: Merete Bunde Knudsen and Brian Kuhn. And I'm very much to see you here on the stage. And Merete will use her grant for financing an exchange semester in Iceland. Congratulations. And Brian Skrive is going to visit a design department in San Diego in the United States of America. Thank you. We are also going to hand out an award to the best project. And I have the pleasure to introduce to you Director Erling Duus from Eholm AS. Please, Erling.
So now the show must go on, ladies and gentlemen. For almost 2 interesting hours I have been watching. I have listened carefully, and with confidence in my voice I have to say this: what magnificent human raw material. And I'm looking at you students, one of each of you. The ongoing work and relationship between university and business companies expands more and more. We want our area to become a flagship for future strong bonding between education and business. A globalized world requires constant focus. The BHJ Foundation by Sven Bæk, Peter Holm, and Vagn Jacobsen Common Funds is a strong promoter in this dedicated bonding work. The main objective with this annual Project Award is to ensure increased collaboration between students at Syddansk University in Soenderborg and the region's business relationship. Personally, I am most honored to represent the BHJ Foundation Project Award. The prize winner will each receive an amount of 25,000 Danish crown, and their names will get immortalized and plaque revealed on the Wheel of Fame, yes, no less, in the atrium at the Science Park. Please let me announce that everyone is most welcome to join a small ceremony in the atrium which will take place after this graduation. The companies behind these 2 winning projects received this year a small sculpture on heavy by artist Bodil Arbjerg Lundby from Højer, only 60 kilometers from Soenderborg. And the supervisor received a paper weight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now a great pleasure and honor for me to proclaim the Project Award 2012 for Bachelor Program and Master Program at this wonderful graduation ceremony. Award winner 2012 for Bachelor Program goes to, in Business Communication, Chinese, Louise Knudsen. Kan vi se det? Louise Knudsen wins for her project Bang & Olufsen Play and the affluent Chinese consumer. Supervisor is lecturer Mr. Hans Martens. And company contact Mr. Per Berginski at Bang & Olufsen in Struer. Is he represented? Very well. May I ask all two of you to step up here nearby me and receive a well-deserved ovation. Please help me. That is, first of all, the most important, that is the money, please. And then the diploma. Let me read the jury's reasoning for this very special project, an important project. And the project draws connection between the Chinese culture and consumer behavior, and it paved new ways in the matter of segmentation. Given the sensitive nature of the project, the company has asked that it's classified confidential. But according to them, the project will find application in both products, creation and marketing activities. Can we have a small applause? Thank you. And then we go to the next award winner, 2012, for graduate Master Education. And that goes to Master of Engineering, Rasmus Kolsø. Supervisor is lecturer Mr. Søren Top. And the company contacts are Mr. Erik Lund and Mr. Jes Ramsey. From the company's straight eyes, or actually here in the Soenderborg, only nearby. All three of you, please join me, come closer, and then I will give Rasmus Kolsø first of all the money, 25,000 Danish crown, and the diploma. Thank you very much. Now my wonderful job is done, and I just have to hand over flowers. Also for boys, it will be a good thing to give. So if you would join me also, the lady. And then I'm going to hand over the word to Mr. Erik Lund.
Congratulations, Rasmus. First of all, I think I should say congratulations with your diploma as a civil engineer, I suppose it's still called today, even though it's all these new things as master and bachelor. But most of all, thank you very much for your contribution to Stricken, and congratulations with your prize today as the best winning master thesis. I would also like to thank you, Søren, for being the supervisor and keeping him working very hard on his assignment. And it's been a great pleasure to work with both of you. Rasmus has been doing a very important piece of work for Stricken. We have been developing a new kind of a machine. It's not an automatic machine, and Rasmus has been looking on how can we automate this machine system. It's a machine that can do polishing of very complex parts in terms of the surface roughness and the things that we want to do on these parts. And Rasmus has been working on the thesis that is actually possible by the concept of friction to be able to measure and to say something specific about the quality that's been obtained during the process of polishing. And very luckily, you actually were able to validate the thesis and came up with a good indication that it is possible with this principle to automate this new machine system. Because of your very good work, but also because you're a nice fellow to work with, we have decided that Rasmus should continue his work at Stricken. So he has been employed by Stricken by the 1st of July as some new project engineer. So once again, thank you very much for your work and congratulations. This is a small additional prize from Stricken.
Thank you much. Now, Louise and now Rasmus, I have to give you the heavy gift, also with a symbol of what you get today, what you can take afterwards. Is that a deal? Good, okay, good. Thank you very much. My wonderful job is done. Thank you for your attention. And one last note, feel free to join the photo session of the Wall of Fame in a few minutes outside by the door. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Erling Juus and the BHJ Fund for giving this award. We really do appreciate it. And now the stage is free for the candidates. Is there any of the candidates of the year who want to take the stage? Only for a few words. Okay? Anything has been said. And then we are going to sing a song. At the back of this leaflet we have got, there is a song, a Danish song, and the choir will help us to sing. So please sing along.
Thank you.
And this ends the official program of today. Thank you for attending this ceremony. And I shall invite you to attend the reel of the Wall of Fame in the research park. Afterwards, there is a reception in Café Action. I also hope to see you there. And finally, I wish you all a nice summer. Thank you for coming.